to my blades. Such a burdened soul.
Bet you it's gonna be worse than this when I get in game though. We're gonna see. We'll see if I can play. We'll see if I can manage to pull off playing the game.
Have mercy on my soul. Just everyday people. I would die for my people.
Good night, was.
Why you acting like the victim? Why you acting so offended? Got my feelings in the present. I can see you're codependent, and I know that you're not happy. I can see right through your eyes, posting that you love your life. I can tell that that's a lie. You convince yourself that you're content, but you're happy to an extent. You think you're hot, you're just a mess. You broke me, but you could care less. I called it like I told me I knew it. I gave you chances, you screwed it. Defending you looking stupid, and you be saying that you're hurt. I told you I used to hurt. Now you're feeling what I'm feeling. Got our feelings in reverse, yeah. I gave you what you want, I gave you what you need. When you look at your desk, the only thing you think is me. Go post about your life, go post how good it is, cause I know you'll be crying for all of
Game one, the Heat rolled to a 106-92 victory. Not the start James Harden and the Philly. Not the start James Harden and the Philly team wanted in game one. The Heat rolled to a 106-92 victory over the Embiid-less Sixers. Harden struggled most of the game, 5 of 13 from the floor for 16 points. Here is Harden and Paul Reed post-game.
It's one game, but things can turn fast. So, you know, the sooner we can correct the things that we can control, the better off we'll be. Obviously, we're missing Joe, but, you know, it's something that's out of our control, and we got to go out there and man up and be great. And I know we will do because we've been resilient.
We can definitely beat this team. I think we go out there, we be more physical than them, and
we can definitely
play
beat
more
this team.
aggressive and keep them on their heels. They're going to fold.
A full house here today for the NBA playoffs, and there's Wendy joining us.
They're going to fold.
Coach, let's get right to it. You just heard Paul Reed, what he had to say post-game, right? So even though it's the right message,
Of course I'm support.
again, I think it's who that player is. I appreciate and respect his message that he believes that they can go out and win. I think his choice of words about a team that's built on toughness, like the Miami Heat are, about the put out there. But as a coach, you support your guy, and you let him know you got his back, and you want your team believing that they can go out and get the job done.
Windy, look, whatever Harden says, we all know that the Heat have good defenders and they were going to need big stuff from Harden to win. They didn't get it. Why do you think that is?
Doubt is the greatest
respect
enemy.
the other Sixers, and they've completely attacked Harden. And in years past, you could set your whole defense to attack James Harden, and Harden could beat it a lot. He just can't, at this point in time, beat the defense. And Doc Rivers elected to start DeAndre Jordan, which, he believes in him. The players believe in him, but it was not an effective strategy. He got victimized at the defensive end, and he's the best screener. So if you don't trust Harden to get out of an ISO situation by just beating his man, you bring up your best screener to screen for him. The Heat are just double-teaming him, Max. They double-teamed him 9 times in this game, and if it was closer, they would have double-teamed him twice as much. And it's basically just a wager. They're wagering that the Phillies role players can't beat them, which they didn't last night, even though Tobias Harris had a very good game. Their outside shooters didn't deliver. They don't think Harden can overcome this defense, and he did not last night. The biggest stat to me, he only got up 13 shots. And I know the defense was set against him, but James Harden led the NBA in shots in 2019 and 20. He's never had trouble getting up shots. If he can't even get in position to get shots up, how can he possibly be the hero of the game?
J.J. Redick, I have a grand unified theory of James Harden that I put together based on something Coach said on the radio this morning, combined with stuff Legs has been talking about. Okay, a couple of years ago, they changed the rules, right? If the offensive player's looking to draw contact, they're not always going to give that guy the whistle. How's that going to affect James Harden? We never knew, because he tried to play his way, and he successfully did, out of Houston. And then the following year out of Brooklyn, the only time we've seen him play was not as the James Harden in Houston. He was more of a facilitator with shooters all around him in Brooklyn. So you have rules cutting against him, 2 more years of age, twice falling out of shape to get himself out of town. And now he finds himself on a team with no shooters. There's no J.J. Redick on this team, right? Where are the J.J. Redicks? So he is being framed to look worse than he is, and that's with a team that has half the defenders in the league who can shut him down on the same team in the Heat.
I don't think that's true. All right, guys, moment of truth. If the lag is out of pocket, ooh. I'll play on this lag. But I will tell you, it's probably going to come up short. Hopefully we can get into the game, hopefully not. To be on 400, you have to call it there, boys. Yeah, to be on 400. All right, man. Hey, look, we're not going to be able to